Well, guys, a little bit of a special treat episode. Let me just kind of explain what was happening. I was driving around earlier looking for pigeons to take during the day, and I found a few and took some shots, but that wasn't the important thing. Right around 7:30, I passed my friend's house, and as I was driving down, I noticed that there was a pigeon just flying near his house, so I just watched it, and it went and it landed on his house, and they're doing some construction. I went back for a second time to look, and I saw about 10 pigeons roosting all in like some little 2x4 type slat things that's left onto the house from like a porch attachment. So I asked him if I could kind of clean out his pigeon problem. He said sure, no problem. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. It's about 1:20 in the morning, and let me just show you what I got going on here. Got some pellets out, got the gun out, got my gear bags out, and so you guys will now know that I actually do have the ATN Xsight unit. This is brand new, I've never used it before. I believe this is the 5 to 16 or 5 to 18 model, not sure which. I just got done charging these batteries, so I'm letting them cool down right there on the marble. I don't know if you're supposed to pop them in right after they're done when they're super warm. I had to do a quick firmware upgrade on it. So there are a few little issues tonight. I've had the whole unit for a while, so the batteries that I got to go in my illuminator, I believe, are dead. And at 1:30-ish in the morning, it's going to be pretty hard to find them, but there is a store, a 24-hour big supermarket that might have them. The other issue is the scope's never been on the gun, but I think that will fit no problem. And the last and final issue is that I have to sight this thing in now at probably gonna be like 1:40 to 2 o'clock in the morning in my backyard, but the gun's quiet enough, I'm not worried about that. I mean, it is a night vision scope. I do have a backyard range, so I should be set. And this has a special feature, basically a one-shot zero feature, where you can basically shoot one shot, or in my case, I'm gonna shoot one group, then you can go in digitally and do some stuff, and it will auto zero to that. I'll shoot one more group just to test it, and we should be good to go. Yeah, and it should be fun. This is also a digital day night vision scope, so it's basically like looking into a camera. You guys should probably already know about that. Alright, so we'll see you back with the next big update.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire.
These are the UTG Picatinny rail to dovetail to Picatinny rail spacers. I'm gonna need these to well, I'd put pretty much any scope on there, so very good. Small, compact, they work, easy to use, reliable. Alright, back to it.
Don't stop that thrill. My bones crave your skin. Temptation within. Mistake. bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart.
Alright, the gun weighs a hefty bit more with this scope on it.
Set my heart afire.
Now just to sight it in. I won't be recording that. The next thing you'll see is probably just pigeons, hopefully like exploding. Oh, and I'm also gonna be recording solely using the Xsight built-in camera as well. So I know I said I wasn't going to show the sighting in process, but I want you, the viewer, to experience everything I did on that night in preparation for this hunt. So this is actually the very first time I'm ever using the Xsight. I've never had it on a weapon before, and I'm sighting it in the pitch black in its night vision mode, which made things challenging to say the least. But I get ready here and I take my first shot, and I have no idea where my pellet lands. So, but I hear that it hit kind of far off left, or left of the actual paper target. So I compensate a little bit to at least try and find a paper strike, because once I have that, I'm gonna be golden. Now what I realize at this point is the neighbor cat, Jasper, runs in front of me, so now I'm using extra caution not to hit him. He knows when the pellet gun goes off, there'll be some sort of little creature he can grab and run off with and play or something, or eat. Do little kitty things too. But right there I see my first target strike, so from here on the sighting in process is going to be very quickly, and I actually use my tablet to do all the sight corrections, all the adjustments to the sight. Nothing to the actual sight itself, or the scope itself, although you can, but you can also use your mobile phone or your tablet, and which I did, and made it really easy. I know I said the next thing you would see would be pigeons exploding, but I'm really excited. Actually, I'll go get the target and show you that, but pretty much the gun, I shot 2-3 rounds just to figure out where it was going to hit on paper, and then once I figured that out, I shot 2 more rounds, then adjusted the sight, and I was pretty much dead on from there. And then just the finishing of one clip, just kind of walking it in slowly. The gun was completely sighted in within 1.5 clips. Probably not even that. Really cool stuff. Let me go show you. Here's my little outdoor range. Security lights will come on in a second. There we go, and there we go. And just to say it one more time, I did all the adjustment corrections on the scope using my tablet. The tablet has a viewfinder, and basically I just held the crosshairs on the bullseye and pressed and walked it to where the pellets were striking, and that was it. Right here. So the target was hung up like this. The first few shots, there's a little nick in the paper right there. Then the second one right there. Then I think I held a little wide, like I aimed down and way over just to kind of figure it out again. And then 2 more rounds right there, and then I figured out where I was. And I think that one was me just compensating over here without changing the sight and getting that just to verify that that's where I was hitting, and then from there I just held it here and then walked it up to there, and then just plinking away at the bullseye. And these last ones that are kind of walked out were just kind of hurried just to finish the clip off and get to the pigeons. It is now 2:36 in the morning. Like I said, I'm gonna run to the store real quick, try and get some CR 123 batteries, but if not, I don't think I'll really even need them. I did get the illuminator batteries, the CR 123s from the grocery store, the 24-hour grocery store, and I'm here and I'm all set up. And like I said before, you can see the construction. That used to be a deck there, and they tore it down, and now it's just perfect home for pigeons. And I know you guys have watched this long and you've been patient this far and just want to see me just start blasting these pigeons and making their little heads and bodies explode. But since this is a new scope to me, I want to test out its features and its functions, and you know, it's a new toy, I gotta play with it. So I start trying to adjust the objective just to clear the picture up a bit, and playing with different levels of the illumination on my IR illuminator. Just, you know, it's the first time I used it, and I wanted to get the best results that I could to show you guys. So this is me playing with my scope basically right here. So back at it again. So I'm just going to go through the different illumination settings on my IR illumination. This is it on its 0 setting. Up one, up another, and another, and that's it. Now let me zoom in. That's 7.5 zoom, 8.6. It's a little fuzzy, maybe me. Oops. Oh, my hand's covering the illuminator, that's why. I'm going to try and adjust the objective and see if I can't clean it up for you. Let me see if I can do this. It's getting worse. Worse. You're right about there. Let's see. I have a fine adjustment here. Right about there. That's good. And as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe that's 7, 8, 9, and I don't think that's one there. I think there's just 9 there right now, and I think that's exactly what I counted before when I drove by. My goal, I'm just going to shoot, and since it's so early in the morning, once they all fly away, I'm done. And try and figure out which one to take. I think I'll be taking him. And he's dead. And I can't figure out which one he is. don't want to shoot into just a random mass of them. That one's dead. That one's dead. Not sure where that one's body is. I can't get to that one there. That one there is dead, and it's laying on top of that one, and that one, I believe. And there they all flew off now. There's the body of one there. And I'm sure a few are in amongst the shrubs, all the rest. There's one literally 2 feet away from me. It literally just flew right where I am, and it's so close. Hold on, I gotta zoom out. It's so close I can't even make it out. On the scope. Hold on here. Let me try and reveal my objective way in. It's literally like 5 feet away from me. Okay. Yeah. There you can see him. There. He's dead. So I'm back, and a box full of pigeons and a friendly neighbor cat here. This one is Orangey, Jasper's buddy. There's 3 in there. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. There was one that was left up on the ledge yet I couldn't get. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I sure had a lot of fun making it. That was really, really awesome. I hope to fine-tune the Xsight in today and just, you know, test it out at some different ranges with some different types of ammo. Because when I was there, when I was searching for the birds on the ground, there were tons and tons of just pigeon poo everywhere. And even while I was there, more pigeons were flying out of the rafters, scaring the crap out of me. And then I would walk, and you know, more would fly from trees and scare the crap out of me. So it's a really good hot spot, and it's one I'm definitely going to be visiting again. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and stay tuned, I guess, for more awesome videos. Keep an eye out for future awesome videos. Alright, thanks, and I'll see you later.
I could seat you by the fire. Listen, listen. There's something I must confide. I know I said
Well, you
that
can
it'd
have
be
those birds if you
fine.
want them.
I
You
know
want a
I
bird?
made it
You want a
look
bird?
like it'd be
Did you want a
alright.
bird?
I think
You
I
want a
learned
bird?
my lesson, and I'm not
You
gonna
want a bird,
let
buddy?
you out of my sight.
See? There they are. Get them. Yum.
You can call me killer, 'cause I'll bring you to the light.